Hey guys, welcome back to part 8 of what looks to be the never-ending franchise. But I'm almost finished. I got 4 more movies left to do, so let's do this. Now we are going to review what I think is a very underrated movie, Thor: The Dark World. So, it's a sequel to Thor, obviously. The plot of the film is Malekith, who has just woken up, is looking for the ether so he can take over the 9 realms, including Earth. So Thor brings Jane to Asgard so he can try and get the ether out of her because it was infected with her. And then he needs to use Loki to help him find the Dark Elves and take him out. Now, Thor's Dark World, it's a good movie. It's not a great movie, but it's still enjoyable on some level. Now, a lot of people have trashed on this movie a lot. Some have called it possibly the worst in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I don't consider it worse than Iron Man 2 and 3. See, I'll tell you some good things about the movie, and I'll tell you some bad things about the movie. Some good things about the movie is I like the cast. Chris Hemsworth is a great Thor. He's the perfect actor for Thor, and he does just such a great job at it. Anthony Hopkins is amazing as Odin, because I'm such a big fan of Silence of the Lambs, like I said in my review of the first Thor movie. And now, the actor who plays Malekith in the movie is an actor from Doctor Who, but I'll get to Malekith when I talk about the bad stuff. And another thing I liked about the movie was those small, fun moments in the film. Like, I gotta warn you, there may be spoilers in this video, so I forgot to say that at the beginning, but anyways, the thing I like about the movie, I like the humor, like that one part where Loki turns into Captain America. Let's talk about patriotism, respect, and I like that scene where Thor is like in the subway. It's just so silly. And I like the references to the comics, like the very first monster Thor ever fought in the comics makes an appearance in this movie, and it's real good to see that. Now I'm going to talk about the bad stuff. Okay, the bad thing about the movie is the action. I enjoy some of the action in the film, but some of the action seems a bit boring and a bit fast-paced, and it's too hard to pay attention to what's going on. Like, at the very end of the movie where we get that ridiculous battle between Thor and Malekith. It's just so crazy. Oh yeah, I gotta talk about Malekith right now. So Malekith, I loved Malekith in the comics. He was just so crazy, killing his own people. That's insane. Only a badass villain would do something like that. Yet in this version, of course, in the comics, he has like the half face. He has it in this movie too, but the way he gets it was sort of lame. Like they kill off Frigga, and then Thor like zaps the half of his face, and yeah, that's what happens. But I liked Curse though. Curse was a pretty wicked villain. He was big and tough, and the actor who played him is playing Killer Croc in Suicide Squad. So there's a little comic book connection there. And another thing I liked about the movie, the cliffhanger at the very end of the film, where, like, early on in the movie, we see Loki die, and then later on, Odin is giving the throne to Thor, but Thor doesn't want it, and when he walks away, Odin turns into Loki, and it ends. Just like that. That's a great way to end the second Thor movie. It got me excited for the third movie, too. I cannot wait to see Thor Ragnarok. I'm expecting Thor Ragnarok to be 1,000 times better than this, and better than the first Thor movie. Hopefully it will. And the after credit scene. I need to talk about one after credit scene. There are 2 in this, but I'm going to talk about one. Where we see Valstag and Sif go to the Collector's Pen, which is the setting for Guardians of the Galaxy. and they give the reality gem to him, and he iconically says, "One down, 5 to go." Yeah, he's talking about the Infinity Gems, which is setting up for Infinity War, which is what Thanos will get to fight the Avengers. Okay, so Thor: The Dark World, it's an enjoyable film. It's not great, but it's good. It's definitely not the worst in the series. I'm going to give Thor: The Dark World a B for big, brutal, but brilliant battle. Yeah. So tomorrow we will be talking about one of the best Marvel movies ever made, Captain America: The Winter Soldier.